Hello everyone. Welcome to my weblog. This is actually the first thing and the first time that I'm gonna be doing this. So, welcome to my humble abode. Actually, right now I'm sitting on my desktop, and I'm really excited because I really wanted to share with you what I've learned in the feast. So this is gonna be a weblog about what I learned in the feast. So this is gonna be mostly about spiritual things and no, also practical things. So I will want you to, you know, once I'm done sharing what I've learned, we could always comment and leave a note or two about what you think about what I've just said. Okay, so what do you know? Um, Drenched is already well. We're done with the third talk, and the first talk was see the blessing. So what basically that means is you have to visualize in order for you to get the thing. For example, if you wanna become a millionaire, you first have to really become, able to visualize that you're really a millionaire in 2 to 5 years. Because if not, that's just a fantasy. Yeah, true. Um, Most of us can get caught up with all the things that we want in life, we want to have. But the thing is, we're just really fantasizing. We're not really serious about what we want. So that's what the talk one in the first talk in Drenched was saying and telling us that we should be able to visualize and see ourselves that we can get what we want. For example, if you want a car and if you haven't really applied for even a student license yet, to driver's license, and well, like me, then you won't be able to drive. You really won't be able to have that sedan anytime in the future. In the near future. So that's it. That's talk one. And for talk two, um, talk two was about speaking the blessings. So once you've already visualized the blessings, you need to really speak it out and declare it and proclaim it. So first, for example, you say you want to become rich, right? You want to become rich, but your language or your vocabulary is always, I don't have money. For example, if somebody asks me, hey, Pinot, um, can we go and buy this thing? And then I say, oh, we can't because we don't have money. That's actually declaring that you are not going to have money. So what you say is, and this is what I do, is, for example, my sisters will ask me, uh, Kuya or Steven or Pinot, can we buy this shake or whatever? I tell them, okay, wait, I have money, but that money is not, allotted for that shake or for that ice cream. So I will look for other ways to get the money, but if I won't be able to have it now, then maybe in the future we're gonna have it, and we will have it. And when my salary comes and when money comes, when blessings come, I do at least buy the the ice cream or the shake once I have more money. So it's not really saying that I don't have money. It's I have money, but it's not going to be used for that as of now. So that's speaking of blessings. Or um, if you say I'm gonna pass this test, you know, you don't say it's so difficult, it's so hard. You just have to really visualize. See, visualize that you can pass the test, and after that you have to speak it out. I will pass the test. I've studied enough. I did my best, and now this is just a formality sake, and this is a done deal. You are gonna, I am gonna pass the test. Okay, so that's seeing the blessings, speaking the blessings, and now just yesterday we had growing the blessing. So Brother Miggs Ramirez, which is a good friend of mine, shared with us how to grow the blessing, and he made us realize that God really gives us not fruits but seeds. Um, See, wow, this is just the first time I realized that. And God said, "Go and bear fruit." He did not say, "Go and eat the fruit," or "Go and get the fruit," or "Go and enjoy the fruit." We are seeds ourselves. He said, "Go and bear fruit." For example, if you're a plant and you're said, a plant bears fruit, but at first it was a seed, and then it grew and grew and grew, and then it bare fruit, and then we enjoy the fruit. But first, it was a seed. So Brother Miguel Ramirez told us that um, God gives seeds, not fruits. Okay, so we have to grow that fruit, and basically, drenches. The third talk is all about growing the blessings. Okay, so he said that there are also two types of persons. First is the beggar, and the second one is the farmer. Talking about the beggars really just ask and ask and ask and ask. God, please give me this one, and God, I need this. God, I want to have this. And initially, God will really give that to you. Like the Israelites, when they wanted to have food, as Brother Miggs shared, God gave them manna. They wanted to have some extra meat, and God gave them the quail. Okay, so that's the beggar. The next kind of person is the farmer. Okay, the farmer has the seeds, and then he just plows, he plants, he perseveres or wait, because the farmer's model is actually what the businessman, the rich, the wealthy person follows. The farm model is like you have the seeds, you place the seeds on the ground, well, after plowing it, of course. Then you plant them, and then you wait for like 3 months. And after 3 months, you have the harvest. You have rice and corn, whatever it is that you want to harvest, you can have that, and in volumes, And that's how the businessman really makes it. They have money, they invest it, or they invested on a building or on a small business, and then they wait for 5 years or 10 years before they get the results or the returns of their money. Okay, so you you plow, you plant, you persevere, and lastly you produce. So it is very important to take note that farmers also do produce. They have to have the fruit of their labor, because if not, you're not really a wise farmer, aren't you? Okay, so those are the two types, but actually Brother Mix added one more type, and that is a beggar farmer. A beggar farmer is someone who has plowed, planted, and persevered and produced, and has given back in return. That is a beggar farmer, and he proposes, when Brother Mix proposes, that we become beggar farmers. Initially, we have to ask God for what we need, what we want, and after we've grown ourselves, our inner selves, we have to grow our inner selves first before we can grow the outside self or the things around us. So that's what he proposed to us, that we become beggar farmers, that in the end we would also be able to give to those who are still beggars. You know what? And it is really striking. What I'd just like to share with you what happened around 5 years ago or 7 years ago. Um, this showed me how immature I really am in terms of giving, because I was walking near a church in Mabolo, Cebu City, and I was kind of um, well, not full, but I wasn't hungry at that time. But it was also raining, so I was walking, and then all of a sudden somebody just called me, Psst, like that, and then it was kind of dark at that side of the road, but I was looking who to the direction of the one who called me, and then lo and behold, amazing, I saw this. I don't know if they were a family of beggars. They had a little carton box for a shanty and for a roof, and they were all huddled in the cold because it was raining. And then it was so amazing because what they showed me really floored me. the mother, or so she seemed, the mother offered me their meal, their meal for the night. The rice was all in one plastic bag, and then there was also another plastic bag for the viand or for the meat. They were all of them were busy eating, even competing for the food, but the mother was still able to call me and offer me their food. And it really floored me because I never could grasp at that time how a beggar can be that generous. And even if just let's just say she just did that out of just for the sake of having something to offer, but you know, it really floored me, and I just realized how stingy I am, how selfish I am. Um, that's the best thing I could share with you about this talk of growing, um, because Brother Miggs also said that beggars cannot grow much and they cannot give much, but at that time, the beggars, that small family of beggars, were really not beggars. They were beggar farmers, and I know, I know even if that food that they had was given to them because they begged for it, they were still beggar farmers because they received, they ate it, and they were still able to give to me. Amazing. So there you go, guys. Those were my thoughts about the third topic of Drench, which is grow the blessings. And for this week, and for the next days until the next feast, where I'm gonna practice what I've learned, and I hope you do too. And please, just write your comments um, down below, and you could like if you want to, you could you share your thoughts about it, and you can even have a video reply or a video response. I would be very happy. And so see you next feast, and God bless. Bye bye.